But yeah, I was born with a tumor in my left ear. It's called cholesteatoma, and it's kind of an interesting thing. And what's kind of cool is I've been able to connect with people on the road about this when I have told the story. I don't tell it a lot because I feel like I don't know, begging for sympathy or something, which is not my vibe. But so I was born with this tumor in my left ear, and basically it kind of it just eats away at everything that it touches. So consequently, I've had over the years, I think 16 surgeries on my ear. So and I'm completely deaf in my left ear. So I have nerve functioning, but the mechanical functioning doesn't work. So what that means is the sound waves that come from out here inside don't make it inside my head. So I don't have any of the little bones that connect on the inside. Like if you look at my in-ears, they're weird because my hearing canal is different than everybody else's. So I turn my click on, and I keep everything else really low. And usually I have to pull my right ear out a lot of times. If not, if it's in, then I have to like soak my voice in reverb, or I'll lose it really fast for some reason. And so I try to do side fills where I can hear my vocal and that kind of stuff, but never direct sound. It's always has to be ambient sound. And then I have click in my ear, and I turn my pack pretty much all the way up, and so the click just punches me and I can feel it in my head. I have the click in my left and I can feel the pressure. Yeah. But that's a lot of why a lot of times it's click pounding me here. And if you try to put this ear in, it would just kill you, it would be so loud. And then kind of relying on mains or side fills to get some things. So yeah, that's my trick. What's crazy for me is I kind of grew up in it, and I thought, this is serious, I thought when I was a kid that that everybody went in for surgery, once a year, and that's just what I thought. When I became an adult, I became much more fearful of that, which was kind of interesting. So my last surgery I had on my ear, I was 21. Every time they've gone in, they've found more tumor. It's kind of one of those things that hasn't gone away, that I still have to keep up with periodically. Since I moved to Tennessee, and since healthcare is so awesome, it's been a little bit more difficult to do that. But I have an awesome surgeon in Oklahoma that takes care of that. But honestly, for me, people hear me sing, and the biggest thing you may see from me, every once in a while I talk out of the side of my mouth, and that's kind of a facial nerve thing from all the surgeries, and that might be the only thing that may give it away that I've got something going on. But I've never known any different, and I grew up around music, and for me it's just an affirmation that God wanted to do something awesome, and he gave me this ability to sing and to play music without being able to hear all of it. So there's some things I can't do. I can't mix records, and I can't hear some frequencies and that kind of stuff. But thankfully I've been able to sing and do all those things. Some people ask me, a lot of people, when I share the story, want to pray for healing and some of those things, and I always welcome that and really, really love it. I also think there's something really powerful about the message that it sends, that God can use me. And I'm kind of afraid that if I did hear fully, that I wouldn't be able to sing the same way. It's like I remember seeing an interview with Jewel back in the day, and somebody said something about like her crooked teeth. I hope this isn't weird, but if I remember it right, she was like, "No, I don't want to change it because it's part of my voice," and there's part of that kind of for me too, where it's like, well, I'm kind of afraid if all of a sudden God did heal me, maybe I wouldn't be able to sing the same way. But it's just been part of my journey, and something I keep up with, and but something that I think God uses in a way. And I think we all have those things in life, those struggles that we come up against, that God can take something that on the surface looks impossible, something that on the surface looks painful, and make it into a beautiful story. And so if you guys are going through something like that, or see something, I hope you can take my story and use it as an example for how God can use you in the middle of your circumstance. So, yeah.